So Justin Bieber recently shared selfies of himself in a collage of photos of him crying, or at least he's not really crying, but you could tell that he's tearing. Okay, the first photo, it was a photo number 7. I was quite surprised when I ran into that. You can see like a tear. And then in this next photo, which was photo number 8 in this carousel of photos, okay, he posted this about 5 days ago. It is a photo of him up close, and now he's literally, tears are streaming down both sides of his face. You can tell that he was in deep thought. It's a picture of a moment of him feeling really sad. I can only think that those emotions are sad. He's looking down. He's actually not looking in the camera. He's looking a bit away. And what's interesting is that in many of the photos, first of all, he's performing, okay? He's got a performance photo, then he's singing, then he's in lights, then he's got his number 8 shirt, Drew. Okay, these are all artistic photos. Then he chooses to post bud. Okay, I don't know what kind this is. I am not a weed connoisseur or marijuana connoisseur, so he posted that. There's the crying photo in his bucket hat, then an up-close photo, mouth closed, then a photo of this gentleman, and finally it looks like a bit of an oasis. So he's been really active on social media lately. So it's interesting that he was silent for quite a while. Now he's back on social media. And what are fans thinking? Okay, they're pretty concerned, and they say that he's breaking down, and sources say that he's struggling, and he really hasn't felt himself lately. We have no idea what he's actually going through, but if I were to take my best guess, I think in light of the P. Diddy scandal, the P. Diddy, deep dive into his legal matters, talking about grooming. A lot of videos are popping up. A lot of headlines are surrounding the impact that he had with Justin Bieber, the grooming that he did with Usher, and videos are popping up of Justin Bieber in that time, in that moment, being exposed at a very, very young age to things that likely a young teen should not be exposed to. In fact, in many interviews post-pandemic or during pandemic, and even post-Hailey marriage, the marriage to Hailey, Justin shared many times that the music industry was not kind to him, that there were a lot of things that happened in his past that he wished wouldn't have happened to anyone. In fact, he talked about protecting new and upcoming, stars that are getting a lot of limelight, right? Because he himself, even in his song Lonely, that was produced by Benny Blanco, funny enough, who is now dating Selena, it was a really deep song. It is a song about, him feeling lonely and being taken advantage of, and, being exposed to fame at such a young age. We look back at some of the, history of Justin Bieber, the trouble that he got into, the alcohol abuse, the drug abuse. He talked about popping pills. He talked about being exposed to a lifestyle that he had never been exposed to. He's Canadian, guys, from a small town, and he was discovered by some of the biggest stars, and then was actually taken, like his mom. See, a lot of people criticizing his mother for letting him go to, Diddy's camp, whatever that's, Candyland or whatever it is, and there's a lot of speculation about the kinds of things that he had to go through and to experience. There's also, videos, very, very disturbing and questionable videos of Justin, at a minor, by the way. He's under 21 years old, at clubs, lots of money, cars, women, who knows, things going on that probably should not be experienced by any child, even a pop star. Right? He rose to fame so quickly, and there's a lot of reference of him discussing how the industry, again, was not kind to him, how it took a real toll on his mental health. And these are, him crying. I'm not surprised that he would have an emotional moment. I mean, what I take from that is that he's showing to his fans that he's a human being, okay? He's not made of iron. I love the fact that he revealed this side of himself. Whether it was intentional, whether he just felt in the moment, everyone's trying to figure this out, right? What I love is the fan support, and I love the fact that there are a lot of people who are praying for him, who are on his side, who want to help, who want to support, who are trying to figure out what's he going through. There's enough scrutiny and enough chaos in the world of music and not knowing who to trust. When you are somebody who can influence a massive amount of people, you start fashion trends, but at the same time, your marriage is constantly being criticized. Your partner choices are being criticized. Your, first love of, your high school, not even high school sweetheart, your childhood sweetheart, your first love that admittedly was, a toxic relationship, admittedly was a relationship where he didn't make all the best choices. It takes two to tango, right? He talked about there was the infidelity rumors, the cheating, the lyrics, both from the songs that were made up by Selena and Justin, hearing about their love story, and everybody was such a fan. And there's part of your past being in the spotlight, even if you want to forget about the past, and even if you want to put something to rest, the thing is that press won't allow you. Your fans won't allow you. People are diehard Jelena fans and are still not in support of his marriage. And I can't even imagine what that would feel like if every single day you and your wife, who you love, constantly scrutinized and criticized for, your partner choices. That's challenging, especially as a man. He's a husband now. He's a husband. He may be a father one day. I know that there's mention that he would like to have kids eventually. He's great with kids. You see him with his siblings. You see him with cousins. You see him holding babies. He looks like he's amazing with children. And to have to endure all of that, the scrutiny, the criticism, the comparison, people wanting to chime in, even for those who are adoring fans who are just like, it never stops. I'd want to cry. I'd want to probably cry every day, right? In some of his interviews, he was very emotional, and he talked about the growth and what he had to go through. And this is a very challenging situation to be in. And with all of the new evidence or talk about, Diddy's involvement with things that, you want to raise an eyebrow to, and that Justin somehow was part of that, and people thinking, what did this young man, when he was a child, have to go through? You don't want to have to relive moments. If something did actually happen that shouldn't have happened, and he has stated that there are many things that has happened as a result of him entering the music industry so young, making money so young, being influenced and being taken advantage of, and wondering who do you trust? Is this person really interested in me? Do they even care? Do they just want to run me ragged? Who knows about the contracts, the deals, all of those things that have happened to him. He's wildly successful today, but success can sometimes and fame can sometimes come at a price. When I look at his photo, first of all, can I just say, I'm a believer, okay? I love Justin. I love his music. I love his talent. I love his heart. A lot of his posts recently, there's no doubt that he is a Christian. He has often been posting about spirituality and Christianity and prayers. In his prayers, it talks a lot about being grounded and finding inner peace. Stephen Baldwin, Hailey Baldwin's father, spoke out in public to say, hey, can you pray for Hailey and Justin? Apparently, Hailey Bieber was really pissed about that, upset. And at the same time, it's likely a plea to his fans to say, hey guys, pray for them. It's hard enough to be married at a young age, to deal with the normal challenges of a new marriage. You add on paparazzi, you add on a past, you add on a past relationship that nobody wants you to forget. So the fact that he can share this private moment with his fans and felt compelled to show a side of him, to say, he emotes, he has emotions, he feels, he can be troubled. Sources say that he doesn't feel himself lately. What does even himself feels like if every day there's some tabloid or you'd have to, if you were Justin Bieber, you'd have to turn everything off in order to not read about yourself or not hear about yourself. Stories have circulated that, Hailey wanted some space, and that because of the marriage and because of their struggle, she wanted some space, and that is the reason why Justin has been, doing boys trips and golfing, and you see him with his buddies and spending time, bonding with his male friends. But Coachella and pictures of him at Coachella and with Hailey Bieber spending time together, she is in his posts, okay? There is no doubt in my mind that he loves her. There's no doubt in my mind that there is an affinity towards her. He has said it many, many times. I don't know why fans just don't allow allow him to enjoy his marriage, his relationship, allow them to work on it. My goodness, I think that this young couple, whether if they struggle or don't struggle, like they're gonna have struggles. They're gonna have different kinds of struggles. And so fans are flocking to his Instagram, seeing what he's up to, what can they deduce? And Haley chimes in by saying, what a pretty crier, right? So it's not, I don't know how to, I don't even know that I want to decode that. I don't think there's anything to decode. Perhaps she was there just offering support. I know that a lot of fans had made comments and they just placed hearts on that, and there were a lot of people that responded to that. You see outreach, you see prayers on his page. You see a lot of people that are very concerned about Justin, and Justin,
she doesn't owe me anything. I don't owe, neither of us owe anybody anything except like respect.
I want 15 kids and Haley doesn't want any. I don't know what to do. I'm so unhappy.
We love you. Your fans love you. I have no idea what it is like to walk a day in your shoes. You know, having to worry, if you do worry or not, about what people are saying, the attacks on your wife, the comparison to your ex-girlfriend. Now your ex-girlfriend, sweetheart, is in what seems to be a loving partnership. Who knows how he feels about that? I love the fact that he was able to share that, and maybe it was just to give his fans and the world an insight to the fact that, hey, like everybody else, I struggle, I have my moments, this is me. You see the concern, you see the silence, you see the deep contemplation. It's just like, it's a moment of him in an experience. The experience looks sad. We have no idea why he was feeling this way. And in between this interesting carousel, and a lot of his posts have been really interesting lately, maybe there's nothing to it. There's no strategy. He just posts what he posts. He's Justin Bieber. He can do what the heck he wants. What are your thoughts? Would love to hear them in the comments below. And if you like our video, please subscribe, like, and share. We'll see you next time for more Daily Break TV.